Welcome, Mr. Vikram Kamat, Chairman Founder of Vitskamats Group Hotels and Restaurants. Thank you for your valuable time with Express Food and Hospitality. Sir, my first question would be, how has the Indian market been for VITS group of hotels and of course Kamat's restaurants as well?
I think it's been very good and the market has been growing. It's an expanding market. There's a lot of opportunity in terms of branded players to enter, especially in the tier 2, tier 3 markets, because these markets are underserved. There is a very big requirement. There might not be a requirement for 100, 200 room hotels, but there's definitely a very big requirement for 50, 60 and some 100 room hotels with a very strong play on F&B. Because typically in tier 2, tier 3 towns, there are very limited avenues for entertainment. Though there's a lot of youth population, there's a lot of money in terms of there are many well settled people there who may be in different forms of business, but they have very few forms of entertainment. So F&B plays a very critical role, and that means both restaurants and very strong and very good banqueting is also a very big essential part of this whole market. And that is what Vitskamats focuses on. We pride ourselves less as a hotel chain and more as a restaurant chain who is into hoteliering, and that's the focus we like to maintain, and that's our USP also. When most of the owners take us, or our own hotels also which we own, that is always the focus.
Okay. So my next question would be, how are you leveraging the experiences for the guests, be it in the F&B fare, that you have also introduced new formats like pepper fry and of course the urban dhaba.
Right.
And apart from that also, if you're tying up with some local excursions, because business travelers usually look for some getaway stuff. So what are the new things that you're bringing up in the hotels and the restaurants?
These brands that you mentioned are just some of the brands that we are doing. Other than that, we are doing also a lot of niche cuisine, such as Va Malvan, which focuses on coastal Maharashtrian cuisine, which again is a very underserved or non-served market. In fact, no organized player is doing niche cuisine. A lot of people are doing international niche cuisine. You will find some Spanish restaurant somewhere, you will find some Mexican restaurants doing so-called authentic Mexican food. But niche Indian cuisine is something which is very underserved, and it is only being served by those, somebody who's from that area, but not in a very sustainable way whereby there's a chain or multi-unit format. That's what, with our experience of franchising and multi-unit format, having more than 50 restaurants at standalone restaurants, we are using niche cuisine and making it explode by adding a professionalized, organized format in the niche cuisine.
Right. So how has been the growth for the company, be it in terms of value and volume?
We've been growing at a very healthy pace. Of some years have been in excess of 25%. Some years have obviously been a little lower because of the market trends and because of the external environment. But overall, we've been growing consistently at a steady pace, and that's the way we like to keep it, because we are a little bit focused and choosy on what we do, and we don't just rush into markets where we don't see an opportunity to be able to do what we are good at doing.
Right.
If that market has a need which we cannot fulfill, then sometimes we just let it go.
Right. So since you have also recently opened a new hotel internationally, that's Patong Dynasty.
Correct.
So which are the new markets that you're looking at, be it in India as well as internationally?
Thailand, obviously, we've already started the hotel VITS Patong Dynasty, which is in Phuket. We are actively closing something in Pattaya. We hope that something should close in Bangkok as well. That will complete the major Thailand cluster. Other than that, we have some inquiries from Nepal and Bangladesh, which we'll also be looking at.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Vikram.
Thank you.